Let's take you to this now. Mourners continue to pay their respects at the late former Deputy President David Mabuza's home in Barberton. The ANC Women's League and other women-led structures held a prayer service at the family home. Our reporter Tumelo Machogo spoke to former Mpumalanga Premier Refilwe Mtshweni-Tsipane.
The ANC Women's League have been holding a prayer service here at the Mabuza house, where they've been talking about Mr. Mabuza, calling him a unifier within the party, and also a lot of people actually have been pouring in since the beginning, since he was announced that he has passed away, including now the former Premier of Mpumalanga, Ms. Refilwe Mtshweni-Tsipane. She's currently the chairperson of the ANCWL. Let's speak to her about her contribution, also her message of support to the family. Thank you so much for speaking to us. Just talk to us. You started in the with Mr. Mabuza as a MEC, and you went on to becoming the Premier of the province. Just talk to us about what kind of a leader was he?
Well, condolences to the Mabuza family, to the wife, as well as the children and the community of Mpumalanga at large. Certainly, I started working with Mr. Mabuza in the executive as an MEC in 2014. I've served under his stewardship, his leadership. He's a leader who will take no for nothing. He's a leader who was focused. He had a direction. He knew what is it that he wants. At the helm of everything, he was so passionate about development in Mpumalanga, particularly in rural areas. I remember I had to master an art, or rather a skill, of calculating how many households in Mpumalanga, apart from states South Africa, so would physically go and verify, take samples per area. And I was very instrumental in that, championing. He gave me that responsibility so that we know exactly how many people in Mpumalanga have access to water, how many of them are without decent pollution facilities, how many of those are without electricity. We would have that at the tip of our hands. When MIC is allocated, our direction would then be to say that let us look at those municipalities who are hard hit, who are adversely affected by basic minimum services that they should be doing. So of course the plan was there, and it was very clear, and how to steer and direct that. We would then work on physical, hands-on data that we shall have collected, and accordingly the MIC will then be allocated to redirect it to those municipalities that are hard hit. And as a result of that, we've made quite a huge impact in terms of improving on the basic services. But of course, with the expansion of settlements within the communities, that tends to be undermined over time. And we didn't even concentrate on the reticulation per se inside, but our focus was also on the bulk infrastructure network that was laid out to say how do we direct it such that it reaches people. And also not only that, even the abstraction dams. As you would remember, before I left, we had a crocodile being approved as one as the catchment schemes, so that we can augment water supply, water shortage in Hlanzeni area. So those things, those skills I've learned from him, to say, okay, we need to be systematic in our approach, no matter what it takes, but you must speak from a well-informed point of view, as opposed to you relying on desktop or thumb-sucking issues. At least when you speak, you will know that this is what is happening in this area. When we go even to the ANC Makhutlas, I will deliver that report on behalf of government. None whatsoever would dispute the report, because we were certain that this is a factual report that speaks to the actual issues on the ground. Those are some of the skills I've learned from him, skills that I will forever emulate late in line of doing my work. And of course, Comrade Titi was an early bird. If you have a meeting with him, you must just respect time and know that he will be there 30 minutes before even the event starts, if not an hour ago. So all those things mattered the most to him. So yes, there's a lot that we can say and talk about him. Would even go find the homeless children. He wouldn't hesitate. Sisi, let's take these children. He'll take them to his house, arrange everything for the ladies at house to house them properly and even take them to school. That to me, it was heartwarming, very touching, and it's an indelible memory that I'll never forget.